With Pochettino failing to win the French League and the Champions League with PSG, there's rumours that he could be moving back to Tottenham. Will this be a good move, or should you never come back? Let's find out. Right, so we see this is the first season of Pochettino at Tottenham. And guys, if you do like the video, please subscribe and let's grow this community. So this is his first season. Tottenham finished 6th. They just scraped 6th place. 2 points above Burnley, who are in the Conference League. City, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Arsenal, all above them. Just missed out on 5th place by 1 point. But it's incredibly close. I mean, they are literally 1 point off 4th, 3 off 3rd, and 6 off 2nd. So quite a tight, compact group at the top. So in that respect, they haven't done too bad. 11 losses isn't great. They didn't seem to do too well against big teams. 2 losses against United, 1 against City, Liverpool, Arsenal. If you look at the draws, so they didn't beat City at all. They lost to United twice, and then they drew some games against some not too great of a team. And 21 wins, same as Arsenal, so it did come down to Arsenal having 1 draw instead of a loss. If you have a look at goals, the nearest City player to the top was Son, who has 13. Dedicated a really good season with 12. I don't know where Harry Kane is. Harry Kane only had 10 goals and 2 assists, so the main man was not great in the Premier League. 14 games and 35. Not amazing, not many assists considering how good he is at playmaking. Tottenham were in the Europa, quite an easy season. 5 played, 5 wins, and 1 loss to Sparta Prague. Comfortably at the top though, ahead of everyone else. First knockouts, they had Galatasaray. They got through against them, 2-2 away and then a 2-0 one at home. A 1-1 draw away at Marseille and a 3-1 win at home, so doing well there. They then had Arsenal, who they beat 3-1 at home, and then they bottled it. They lost 2-0 away, and they lost on away goals. So Tottenham proper bottled it, unfortunately, in this match. In the Carabao Cup, they had United, so it's obviously a really tough start. They did lose 1-0 and get knocked out. The FA Cup, there's a 5-0 win against Southampton, good result. 2-0 against Bristol City, good result. 2-1 against Brighton. And 3-1 against Leicester, but they pulled City in the semis. They did put up a good fight, and it was a 3-2 loss, unfortunately, but not a bad performance. So overall, they did okay in cups. They did get quite far, but they just couldn't get over the line. In the league, at least they got Europa League and didn't drop down to that Conference League, because that would have been probably detrimental to their season, and it's not where Spurs want to be. But so far, he's done an okay job. Not incredible, but okay. So here we have the second season of the Poch. Unfortunately, he was actually sacked in the second season. When he was sacked, they were in 7th after 32 games, 48 points, with Leicester, Everton, Chelsea, United, City and Liverpool. The only consolation for Tottenham fans is that Arsenal were down in 11th. Really in that mid-tables matters situation down there, Arsenal are. But Tottenham, positives, Kane got the most player of the matches with 12. Good average rating as well. In the Premier League, he also had 13 goals and 8 assists, so performing a lot better than last year, and he has got a lot more out of him. So if we have a look at how they did in Europe, 16 points, top in the group, 5 wins and 1 draw, who was against Antwerp. So again, very good in Europe. However, in the first knockout rounds, they were beat by Bayer Leverkusen 2-0 away and 3-0 at home. So a really poor performance from them in that game. In the Carabao Cup, a 3-1 win against Cardiff. Won on penalties, 1-1 against Villa. And went to 2-2 to penalties again with Wolves, but unfortunately their luck ran out and they were knocked out. In the FA Cup, they beat Crewe 2-0, Lincoln 3-0, but had a difficult draw against Liverpool and they were knocked out in the 5th round. So they were getting close to a potentially good season, but they pulled out some tough opponents. And I think this is what got Pochettino sacked. They obviously went too high in the league, not where Tottenham want to be. They got knocked out by Liverpool here. This is all in March. On the 2nd, they got knocked out the FA Cup in a quite decisive fashion. They then got knocked out of the Europa League comfortably by Bayer Leverkusen and had some poor Premier League performances as well. So they obviously decided to pull the trigger here on the 23rd before the City match. They didn't have a bounce back, and I didn't see them the rest of the season just because I wanted to see how Pochettino did, not Tottenham as a whole. So if we look at this, Pochettino didn't come back and bring success. He didn't do too bad. He probably did mediocre, I'd say, in the simulation. In real life, I think Pochettino would bring a bit more than what the simulation suggests. I think he could get much better players. I think he could bring this side. I think he could really motivate this side to do better and start performing the way they've showed us they can perform before. So this simulation predicts it's not a good thing for Pochettino to come back. Some people say he should never go back. Is this the case with Tottenham, or do you think Pochettino will actually be a success if he comes back? Or do you think it should go to someone like Parker, like Conte, like Nuno, these sort of managers? Let me know below and hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you